Once upon a time, there was an elderly man named Jack who had spent most of his life dreaming of adventure. As a child, he had read countless books about explorers and had always imagined himself soaring high in the sky in a hot air balloon, traveling to far-off lands and discovering new and exciting things. Now in his golden years, Jack had resigned himself to a quiet and ordinary life. He spent his days sitting on his porch, watching the world go by and reminiscing about his childhood dreams. But one day, Jack received a package in the mail that would change everything. Inside the package was a small balloon, just like the ones he had always dreamed of flying in. Attached to the balloon was a note that read, "It's never too late to have an adventure. Follow your dreams, Jack." Without hesitation, Jack inflated the balloon and climbed inside. With a flick of a switch, the balloon began to rise into the air, carrying Jack high above the clouds. As he soared over mountains and oceans, Jack felt a sense of exhilaration he had never known before. He saw things he had only ever read about in books, waterfalls, rainforests, and even a pod of whales swimming in the ocean below. But as the sun began to set, Jack realized he had no idea how to steer the balloon or make it descend safely. He was lost and alone, with no one to help him. As the balloon floated aimlessly through the night, Jack began to lose hope. But just when he thought all was lost, he saw a faint light in the distance. It grew brighter and brighter until he realized it was a house on a hilltop, with a porch light shining brightly. Using the last of his energy, Jack steered the balloon towards the house and landed safely on the porch. An old woman answered the door and welcomed him inside, offering him food and a warm bed to sleep in. As Jack lay in bed that night, he realized that his adventure wasn't over yet. There was still so much to see and do, and he was determined to make the most of every moment. The next morning, he said goodbye to the kind woman and set off once again in his balloon, ready to see where the wind would take him next. And so Jack continued to travel the world, never knowing where his balloon would take him but always eager for whatever adventure lay ahead. In the end, he realized that the greatest adventure of all was the one he had been living, a life full of surprises and endless possibilities.